gentlemen, let nothing you dismay. Remember Christ our Savior was born on Christmas Day to save us all from Satan's power when we were gone astray. Oh, tidings of comfort and joy, comfort and joy. Oh, tidings of comfort and joy.
Mr. Scrooge, a Merry Christmas, sir. Why won't you join us in a carol?
Sing a Christmas carol? Bah-humbug! Be mine! It simply won't be fun by the foolish of your kind. You take another holiday to mount up debts you cannot pay. Frivolity and waste, they make me grow. Now, let me pass and leave me alone.
Now to the Lord sing praises, all you within this place, and do to love and brotherhood each other now embrace. This holy tide of Christmas, all others of defense, oh, tidings of comfort and joy, oh, tidings of comfort and joy.
Mr. Scrooge, if we could just have a moment of your time, sir.
Here. Enough.
Sing a Christmas carol, remember Christmas past, celebrate this present time of peace moments last, and as for Christmas yet to be, we live in hope someday to see, goodwill and peace on earth have come to stay. Oh, sing a Christmas carol today. Christmas carol today.
Bah-humbug!
Marley was dead.
To begin with, there is no doubt whatever about that.
The register of his burial had been signed by the clergyman,
The clerk
the undertaker.
and the chief mourner, Scrooge himself, had signed it.
Old Marley was dead as a doornail.
Scrooge knew he was dead? Of course he did. Scrooge and Marley were partners for I don't know how many years. Scrooge was his sole executor,
His sole administrator.
his sole friend.
His sole mourner.
There
There's no doubt that Marley was dead. This must be distinctly understood, or nothing wonderful can come of the story we are going to relate. Scrooge never painted out old Marley's name. There it stood years afterwards above the warehouse door.
Scrooge and Marley. He answered to both names. It was all the same to him. Oh, but he was a tight-fisted hand at the grindstone, Scrooge. A squeezing, wrenching, grasping, scraping, clutching, covetous old sinner. Hard and sharp as flint. Secret and self-contained and solitary as an oyster.
The cold within him froze his old features, nipped his pointed nose, withered his cheeks, stiffened his gait, made his eyes red and his thin lips blue, and spoke out shrewdly in his grating voice. He carried his own low temperature always about with him, and he didn't fall 1 degree at Christmas. Nobody ever stopped him in the street to say,
"My dear Scrooge, how are you, sir? When will you come see me?"
no beggars implored him for a trifle, no children ever asked him what time it was, no man or woman ever once in all his life inquired the way to such and such a place of Scrooge.
But what did Scrooge care? It was the very thing he liked, to edge his way along the crowded paths of life, wanting all human sympathy to keep his distance. Once upon a time, of all the good days of the year, on Christmas Eve, Scrooge sat busy in his counting house.
Mr. Scrooge! And you must be Mr. Marley, I presume? No, it is Scrooge and Marley, is it not?
Mr. Marley died 7 years ago, this very day. Any more foolish questions?
Oh, forgive me, sir, I am sorry.
What is your business here? I have much work to do, make haste.
Well, at this festive season of the year, Mr. Scrooge, it is more than usually desirable. We should make some slight provision for the poor and destitute, who suffer greatly at this present time. Many thousands are in want of common necessaries, and hundreds of thousands are in want of common comforts, sir.
Are there any prisons?
Plenty of prisons.
And the union workhouses, are they still in operation?
They are still. I wish I could say they were not.
Oh, for a moment, when you said that, I was afraid something had prevented them from continuing in their useful course. I'm very glad to hear it.
We're under the impression they scarcely furnish for Christians here of mind or body. A few of us are endeavoring to raise a fund to help purchase the poor food, drink, and means of warmth. And we choose this time because it is a time of all others when need is keenly felt and abundance rejoices.
What shall I put you down for?
Nothing.
Oh, you wish to remain anonymous.
I wish to be left alone. Did you ask me what I wish for, gentlemen? That is my answer. I do not make myself merry at Christmas, nor can I afford to make idle people merry. I want to support the institutions that I have mentioned. That is enough. Those who are badly off must go there.
Many can't go there, and many would rather die.
If they had rather die, then they had better do it, and decrease the surplus population.
But Mr. Scrooge...
It is not my business. It is enough for a man to understand the nature of his own business, and to know not to interfere with that of others. Mine occupies me constantly. Good afternoon, gentlemen. Cratchit! Shall I deduct that piece of coal from your salary? Or would you like to put it back, sir?
Well, I will put it back, of course, sir. I'm sorry.
It is just as I suspected. It is amazing a man of your meager salary to be so wasteful. But then, that's not your piece of coal, is it? It is mine. You were stealing from me. That is grounds for your dismissal, sir.
I beg your forgiveness, sir. It just seemed to be getting so much colder here late in the afternoon, and well, I thought that perhaps I'd just grab one or two
It
more
is
pieces.
warm enough in here for me. Keep your hands off my property, Mr. Cratchit.
Yes, sir.
Uncle Scrooge!
Nobody work anymore.
Oh, Merry Christmas, Uncle. God save you.
Ah, I'm back.
Christmas, a humbug. Uncle, you don't mean that, I'm sure.
Oh, yes, I do. Merry Christmas. What right or reason have you to be married? You're poor enough.
Well, what right have you to be so dismal about it? You're certainly rich enough. Oh, don't be cross, Uncle.
What else can I be when I live in a world of fools such as this? Merry Christmas. What is Christmas time but a time for paying your bills without any money? A time for finding yourself a year older, but not 1 hour richer. If I can work my will, every idiot who gives back with a Merry Christmas on his lips should be boiled in his own pudding and buried with a stake of honey through his heart.
Oh, Uncle!
Let you keep Christmas in your own way. Let me keep it in mine.
But you don't keep it.
Let me leave it alone then. What's good may it do you? What good has it ever done for you?
I can recount many blessings that have come into my life. An employer who is generous, my good reverend, my good wife.
Why, that's another thing. Whatever possessed you to take a wife in the first place?
I fell in love.
Love? What a ridiculous reason to marry.
I have always thought of Christmas as that single time of year when kindness and forgiveness and great charity appear. And people notice people on their way. So with an open-hearted spirit, I must say, God bless Christmas, we need it, so heed it. God bless Christmas, tomorrow is the day. It won't bring me a scrap of gold, still I believe what I've been told, that Christmas does me good, and so I say, God bless Christmas anyway. God bless Christmas.
I hate it. Berate it.
God bless Christmas.
Why don't you go away?
I may not gain a single thing, but still it gives me a song to sing. 'Twill always do me good, and so I say, God bless Christmas anyway.
Let me hear another sound from you, and you can keep your Christmas by losing your situation. You're quite a powerful speaker, sir. Why don't you go into Parliament?
Oh, don't be angry, Uncle. Come, join us for Christmas dinner. Our family Christmas at home with me. When everyone's together, I know that you will see how wonderful, how beautiful, how true Christmas can be. Let's make our memory Christmas Day with our family.
Absolutely not! Your sentimentality is not only sickening, it is a great waste of my time. Good day, sir. That is all.
I am sorry with all my heart to find you so resolute, Uncle. Goodbye, Mom Cratchit.
Goodbye, Fred.
And Merry Christmas.
Oh, Merry Christmas. God bless you. Thank you.
We are not teddy bears that made from door to door, but we are neighbors' children whom you have seen before. Love and joy come to you on the Merry Christmas.
Leave me alone! That is all I ask! Go on, be up with you!
Well, there it is, 6 o'clock.
I suppose you'll be wanting the whole day off tomorrow.
If it's quite convenient, sir.
It's not convenient. It's not fair. If I was to stop half a crown for it, you'd think yourself ill-used, I'll be bound. Yet you don't think me ill-used for paying a full day's wages for no work.
It is only once a year, sir.
It's a poor excuse for picking a man's pocket every 25th of December. But I suppose you must have the whole day off. Be here all the earlier the next morning.
Oh, yes, sir, I will, sir. God bless you, sir. I promise I will. Thank you very much, and oh, Merry Humbug, sir. Oh, Merry Christmas, sir.
Come back!
brow. The office was closed in a twinkling, and Bob Cratchit, high with Christmas spirit, joyfully proceeded home. On the way, he went down a slide on Cornhill, joined by the neighborhood children 20 times, in honor of it being Christmas Eve, and then ran home to Camden Town as hard as he could, to join his family at play at Blindman's Bluff, filled with that unique happiness that only comes on Christmas Eve.
As for Scrooge, he took his usual melancholy supper at his usual melancholy tavern, and having read all the newspapers and beguiled the rest of the evening with his accounting book, he went home to bed. He lived in chambers that had once belonged to his deceased partner, Jacob Marley, and yet Scrooge had scarcely given him a single thought since his burial. The building was old enough now, and dreary enough, that nobody lived in it but Scrooge, the other rooms all being let out as offices. The yard was so dark that even Scrooge, who knew its every stone, would grope with his hands to make his way. Darkness is cheap, and Scrooge liked it.
Once he reached his room, Scrooge took off his cravat, put on his dressing gown and his slippers and his nightcap, and sat down before the fire to take his gruel. It was a very low fire indeed, providing very little warmth for such a bitter night.
I don't believe it.
Can you sit down?
Yes.
Then do it.
You don't believe in me.
I do.
Why do you doubt your senses?
It's a little thing that affects them. But you just might be a bit of undigested beef. A bolt of mustard. A piece of cheese. Fragment of an adult potato. There's more of gravy than a grave about you. Whatever you want. It's all humbug! It's all humbug, I tell you! Why do you trouble me?
To warn you, Ebenezer. It is required of every man that the spirit within him should walk abroad among his fellow men and travel far and wide. And if that spirit goes not forth in life, it is condemned to do so after death. It is doomed to wander the world. Oh, such was I. And witness what it could not share, but might have shared on earth and turned to happiness.
Jacob, you are bound with chains. Tell me why.
Why? Why? Because my spirit never walked beyond the narrow limits of our money-changing hole. I made this chain link by link and yard by yard. Now weary journeys lie before me. I cannot stop, I cannot rest. Oh, captive bound in double iron, I wear this heavy chain with my own name. There's no mistaking who is to blame. By my own hand I fashioned every choice, ignoring voices calling my name. This chain of all my sinfulness and selfish pleasure is all that's left behind of all my worldly treasure. This chain that binds my soul in outer darkness evermore. This chain is all you have in store.
But what chain? Molly, I have no chain.
It was as long and heavy as this 7 Christmas Eves ago. You have labored on it since. It is a ponderous chain. Do you not feel the weight that you are? The chain you're bearing longer than
Be comfort to me, Jacob.
I have none to give. Peace must come to you from other places, from other faces of my child. Hear me, Ebenezer. No man can feel enough regret to compensate for a life that was been misused. Oh, such was I.
But you were always a good man of business, Jacob.
Business? Mankind was my business. The common welfare was my business. Charity, mercy, benevolence, they were all my business. The dealings of my trade are but a drop of water in a comprehensive ocean of my business. Oh, at this holy time of year I suffer most. Why did I walk the crowds of my fellow men with my eyes turned down, and never raised into that blessed star that led the wise men to a poor abode? Were there no poor before me? Could I not see them? This chain of all my sinfulness and selfish pleasure is all that's left behind of all my worldly treasure. This chain that binds my soul in that you cannot hope to shun the path that I tread. Expect the first tomorrow when the bell tolls 1.
Couldn't I come along at once to get it over, Jacob?
Expect the second on the next night at the same hour. The third on the next night when the last stroke of 12 ceases to vibrate. Look to see me no more, and look that for your own sake you remember what has passed between us!
Scrooge closed the window and examined the door by which Marley had entered. It was double locked, as he had locked it with his own hands, and the bolts remained undisturbed.
He tried to say humbug, but stopped at the first syllable, and being from the immersion he had undergone, or the fatigues of the day,
Or his glimpse of the invisible world.
Or the dull conversation of the ghost.
Or the lateness of the hour. Much in need of repose, fell into bed without undressing, and fell asleep upon the instant.
And I slip on through the day and on into another night. But it is impossible. Something has happened with the sun, and this is well but new. It's as dark as midnight. Oh, it's all humbug! It's all humbug, I tell you!
Marley's ghost bothered him exceedingly. Every time he resolved that it was only a dream, his mind flew back again and presented the same problem to be worked all through. Was it a dream or not?
Scrooge lay in this state until the chime had gone 3 quarters more, when he remembered, all of a sudden, that the ghost had warned him of a visitation when the bell tolled 1. He resolved to lay awake until the hour of visitation was past, and since he could no more go to sleep than go to heaven, this was perhaps the wisest choice for him to make.
Nothing else. Are you the spirit whose coming was foretold to me?
I am.
Who and what are you?
I am the ghost of Christmas past.
Long past?
No, your past.
What is your business here with me?
Your welfare.
My welfare? Allowing me to sleep through the night would do more for my welfare.
Your redemption, then. Well, take heed. Rise and walk with me.
Oh, strong drink now. Spirit! What feet upon the ground? I mortal, liable to fall!
Well, hold my hand above your heart, and you shall be upheld in more than this.
Right to know where you bound to escort me, but I'm in my nightgown!
No one will see you. You will only see them.
Well, see who?
Look. Trembling. Oh, and what is that upon your cheek?
It is nothing. Please, conduct me where you will.
Well, certainly you remember the way.
Remember, I could walk it blindfold. There's the bridge. That's the church. And there's my old school.
Strange to have forgotten it for so many years.
Look, I know those boys. That's Thomas. And Jonathan. Oh, and that's Joseph. Oh, they look so happy.
It's Christmas, a time for happiness and family.
And no school.
These are much shadows of the things that have been. But the school's not quite deserted. A solitary child, neglected by his friends, is left there still.
I know, Spirit. I remember it all too well.
Well, Ebenezer, I should like to depart for the holiday myself. 'Tis getting late. Is no one coming for you? 'Tis Christmas, after all.
I do not know. I have not received a letter in months, sir.
Perhaps your father's still locked up in debtor's prison. Let that be a lesson to you, young man. You don't want to end up like him.
Yes, sir.
No. I wish. It's too late now.
What is the matter?
There were some children that were singing a Christmas carol on my doorstep. I should like to have given them something. Did I go?
Ebenezer? Ebenezer!
Wow, you're here!
What's all this? Who are you?
My sister, sir!
I'm coming home, dear brother. To home, home, home!
Well, splendid news for all of us, I must say. I shall go and get your trunk. And good riddance.
Oh, Vern, are we really going home? What about Father? Is he home?
Yes! Home for good and all. Home forever and ever. Father said his kinder than he used to be. That home's like heaven. He's not so gentle to me when dear night and then goes to bed. Then I was going to reach to ask him once more if he might come home. He said yes, you should. And you sent me to bring you.
Oh, Vern, is it true?
I promise that you will never come. A fall Christmas at Henry Mill. Then once you get on down to the sea, how wonderful,
How beautiful a true Christmas can be. Let's make a memory, Christmas Day with
my family.
My breath might have withered, but she had a large heart.
Yes, she was wonderful.
She died a young woman and had, as I recall, children.
One child.
Your nephew.
Yes, Fred. I can't believe it! I shan't believe it! You see it!
Oh, do you know this place?
There it is! I have breakfast here! Look! There's old Fezziwig! Oh, bless his heart! It's old Fezziwig alive again!
Yo-ho! Dick! Ebenezer!
That's Dick Wilkins, to be sure. He was my good friend. We apprenticed together. He's a fine man, I tell you. He's a fine man.
Yo-ho, my boys! No more work today. Why, it's Christmas Eve, Dick. Christmas, Ebenezer. And the rest of you, put away your work, prepare the room.
And Mr. Fezziwig, don't forget the mistletoe. Ebenezer, there will be a dance at the party tonight.
I shall have to find someone suitable to dance with. I wonder who that will be.
Oh, I know who it had better be, Mr. Scrooge.
Well, of course it's you, Belle. We've been looking forward to this all year. It's Christmas Eve. It's Fezziwig's.
Yes, and we have so much to look forward to, don't we?
Yes, we do, Belle. A great deal.
Oh,
Ladies, let's come prepare the food. We must have enough for 3 Christmas parties.
I do believe old Fezziwig is closing up an hour earlier than he even told us.
Why, wait, Ebenezer. It's only once a year, you know.
Quite right. Generous man he is.
And I do believe that's why he's such a happy man as well.
All right, everyone, make way. Let's have some room here. It's Christmas Eve. And as Fezziwigs, we all know what that means. Fiddler, let the music begin. Christmas Eve at Fezziwigs, drinking ale and dancing gay. No wonder little one will shine this bright. Grab your partner round you go, keep the mistletoe. Take your lover's hand and hold on tight. Oh, Christmas Eve at Fezziwigs is here tonight.
Christmas Eve at Fezziwigs, roasted duck to roasted pigs. We have 3 dozen cakes and mincemeat pie. After you have had your fill, take some Cohen's Beck and Gill, and now the breakfast season pass you by. Oh, Christmas Eve at Fezziwigs, the satisfied. Everyone is welcome.
The brothers take the book. Fezziwig's 3 daughters, the girlfriend right next door.
To be jolly, la 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 la. Lord, we now are gay and merry, la 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 la. Throw the ancient Yuletide carol, la 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 la.
Mr. Fezziwig, our master.
This is a sheet on Sconce.
Here to keep the music playing.
As long as Fezziwig is playing.
No, but it was never about the muddy spirit. No, it was about his ability to make us happy or unhappy, to make our service light or burdensome. The happiness he gave us as great as if it cost a fortune. He was like a father to me.
Well, what is the matter?
Nothing in particular.
Well, something, I think.
It's just that I would like a word with my own clock. Bob corrected just now. That is all.
Oh, quickly now. My time grows short. Look.
My bell. Oh, no, please, Spirit, I cannot bear it.
Ebenezer, I pray you'll forgive this intrusion. I need desperately to speak with you.
Well, I should hope it is a matter of grave importance, since once again you are interrupting my workday.
This is the last time. I promise.
Well, let's have it.
In the past, we agreed many times that our marriage should occur only after you were able to establish your own office and place of business. Your office with Mr. Marley has been open for well past a year, and yet we have never discussed our plans for a wedding.
Do you believe that this is the proper place or time to bring such matters before me, do you?
Our contract is an old one. It was made when we were both poor and content to be so, until in good season we can improve our worldly fortune by our patient industry. You are changed. When it was made, you were another man.
I was a boy.
You see, your own feelings tell you you are not now who you once were.
Humbug, this is foolishness.
Is it? I am the same woman. That which once promised us happiness when we were one in heart is fraught with misery now that we are two. How often and how keenly I have thought of this, I will not say. It is enough that I have thought it, and can release you.
What? What are you saying?
I release you, Ebenezer, and I do so with a heart full of love for the man you once were. You once were joyful, you once were kind, your dreams were noble in heart and mind. Now only one goal you must obtain, this golden idol of worldly gain.
Nothing is harder than poverty, and more frowned upon than the pursuit of wealth. How should one choose?
You once were hopeful, you once were free, now how captive you cannot see. The lonely prison you live inside, where all affection for me has died.
And when have I ever once sought release from you?
I know if you could alter past decisions you have made, a poor girl without a dowry has no chance. I see it all too clearly in your countenance displayed. All we have is an agreement, not romance.
is your choice, Belle. This is not on my account, and I owe you nothing.
You fool! Belle! Spirit, show me no more, I beg of you. Why do you decide to torture me?
One shadow more.
No more, I don't want to see it.
But you must.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, Father. You have a ball. It's Father Christmas. Really coming, Mama, is it?
Oh, yes. I'm sure you'll arrive tomorrow just as promised.
Father, Mother says our Christmas pudding tonight.
Oh, really? Is that what she said?
Yes, Father. And I have the pudding.
You do? It smells delicious. I can almost taste it.
Yes, I do believe this might be the finest Christmas pudding I have ever made. Children, why don't you go and get ready for Christmas dinner?
Christmas, Christmas, Christmas.
So, Belle.
Yes?
I saw an old friend of yours this afternoon.
Really? Who was it?
Yes.
How can I? Ebenezer Scrooge, perhaps?
Ebenezer himself. Imagine. The banks closed, the exchange closed. And as I passed by, I could scarcely help seeing him there in his workshop. His partner lies upon the point of death, I hear. And there he sat, alone. Quite alone in the world indeed.
Spirit, remove me from this place!
I told you, these are but shadows of the things that have been. That they are what they are. Do not blame me.
Take me from this place. I cannot bear it. Just leave me. Take me back. Haunt me no more.
Awakening in the middle of a ridiculously long snore. And sitting up in bed to gain his bearings, Scrooge had no occasion to be told that the bell was again upon the stroke of 1. He felt that he was restored to consciousness in the right time, for the purpose of a visit from the second messenger promised to him by Jacob Marley.
but finding that he grew unaccountably cold when he began to wonder which of his curtains this new visitor would draw back, he pulled them all open with his own hands, and lying down again established a sharp lookout all round the bed. For he wished to challenge the spirit on the moment of its appearance. He did not wish to be taken by surprise and made me nervous.
Now, I don't mind calling upon you to believe that Scrooge was ready for any number of strange appearances, and that nothing between a baby and a rhinoceros would have surprised him. Now, being prepared for almost anything, he was not by any means prepared for nothing, and consequently, when the bell struck one, and no shape appeared, he was taken with a violent fit of trembling.
Ebenezer Scrooge!
Who are you? What are you?
I am the ghost of Christmas present. Come and know me better, man. Look upon me. You have never seen the like of me before.
Never?
Have you never met the younger members of my family?
I don't believe I have, Spirit. Have you any brothers?
Oh, more than 1,800.
I don't think that that'll just get it out.
Oh, so many mouths to feed. I don't like large families.
They aren't very fond of you either. Touch my robe. Today is the day of salvation. Now is the acceptable time for the annual celebration of peace and goodwill. In a city made of snow, filled with many merry people, sharing greetings as they go. Once a year, dark, gloomy London has a warm and wondrous glow. It's a merry Christmas morning, Ebenezer, don't you know? Follow me, Mr. Scrooge. It's a merry Christmas morning, smell the fragrance in the air. Tea and coffee sweetly blending, blazing chimneys everywhere. And the grocers, candy, fruits, and raisins rare. It's a merry Christmas morning and a blessing meant to share.
Delightful!
Everyone is equal, they hurry on their way. So eager and so hopeful with the promise of this day. Just in case they need it, I sprinkle peace, goodwill. Receive the Christmas spirit, why it warms the bitter chill. Merry Christmas indeed. Merry Christmas to everyone. Ding dong merry on high, merry Christmas morning. Ding dong merry the sky is bright when everyone saw me.
forgot.
See a Christmas dinner, delightful to behold.
peculiar flavor in the sprinkle on your porch?
There is. My own.
Would it apply to any kind of dinner this day?
To any kindly given, but To a poor one, most of all.
But why to a poor one the most?
Because it needs it the most.
This is a poor one indeed. But tell me still, where are we?
Bob Cratchit's.
The house is so small, and all of these children, how do they live?
Excellent question. How do they live on just 15 shilling a week, Mr. Scrooge?
Where is your father and Tiny Tim? And Martha wasn't this late last Christmas by half an hour.
Oh, I hope they'll be home soon. Mother, are there presents?
A few, dear, but dinner first.
Here's Martha, Mother.
Oh, bless your heart alive, my dear. How late you are from the cold.
Nancy and the grocery finished up last night. I had to clear away this morning, Mother.
Oh, no matter, so long as you're here now, my dear.
I see Father and Tiny Tim. Martha, hide and we can surprise them.
Let's see. Oh, thank you, my son. Thank you very much. Oh, it's great to be home. It's Christmas. Why? Where's Martha?
Not coming.
Not coming?
No.
Not coming upon Christmas Day?
No.
Where is she?
Here we go, Mother. Merry Christmas.
Oh, my daughter. Oh, it would not be Christmas Day if my Martha were not here. Oh, it's so good to see you.
It was Peter's idea to surprise you, Father. Did it walk?
It was brilliant. I was very surprised. And I am very happy. Now we are all together.
And how did our Tiny Tim behave at church? Good as gold, I suppose.
Oh, as good as gold and even better. He's so thoughtful, and he listens so carefully to the Christmas story. Tim, tell everyone what you told me on the way home about the church service.
I said that I hate people solely in church because I am a cripple. And it might be pleasant for them to remember upon Christmas Day who made Linda's walk and blind men see.
As we remember Christmas Day, every December let us pray and look to the Savior born today in Bethlehem.
He touched the blind and made them see.
He touched the lame who walked like me.
And he set the poor and captive free by loving them.
On Christmas Day, remember that this is a time for love. This is a time to open your heart and look above. Look unto gentle Jesus, who came to us meek and mild. On Christmas Day, remember the gift of the Holy Child. Oh, my precious Tiny Tim, I do believe that God has granted you more strength every day.
Oh, I pray so. I pray so, Bob. Martha, the goose should be done. Go and bring it. Belinda, go and help her. It may take two to bring such a bird. Peter, you and Matthew, go bring the pudding. Be careful, it's piping hot. Elizabeth, help me finish the table. Father, you and Tiny Tim, find your seat. You must be tired after such a long walk home from church.
I say, That goose smells absolutely scrumptious. I can almost taste it.
Well, it's been cooking all day along with the pudding. I say the whole house smells like Christmas as it should.
Indeed. I know it will be a most wonderful meal, dear.
What a glorious goose.
I say, I have never seen such a goose. I dare say, Mrs. Cratchit, that this meal looks to be your greatest success of our entire marriage.
Careful, Glove Cratchit. Flattery is the sin.
Not, my dear, when it is sincere. Let us give thanks to the Lord for his gracious provision. A Merry Christmas to us all, my dear. God bless us.
God bless us.
God bless us, everyone.
Spirit, tell me, will Tiny Tim live?
I see a vacant seat in the corner, and a crutch without an owner, carefully preserved. If these shadows remain unaltered by the future, the child will die.
No, please, kind spirit, say that he will be spared.
Why? If he is likely to die, he had better do it and decrease the surplus population.
Oh, Spirit, you condemn me in my own words. How I grieve at the sound of them.
Will you decide what men shall live and what men shall die? It may be that in the sight of heaven, you are more worthless and less fit to live than millions like this poor man's child.
Amen.
Amen.
Mr. Scrooge, I'll give you Mr. Scrooge, the founder of the feast.
The founder of the feast, indeed. I wish he were here right now. I'd give him a piece of my mind to feast upon. I hope he'd have a good appetite for it.
My dear, the children, Christmas Day.
It should be Christmas Day, I'm sure, on which one drinks to the health of such an odious, stingy, odd, unfeeling man as Mr. Scrooge. You know he is, Robert. No one knows better than you, poor fellow.
My dear, Christmas Day.
Fine. I'll drink to his health for your sake in the days, not for his. Long life to you, a Merry Christmas, and a Happy New Year. He'll be very merry and very happy counting all his money, I have no doubt.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, Mr. Scrooge.
Calling birds,
French hens, two turtle doves, and a partridge in a pear tree.
That obnoxious laugh. Oh, Fred.
Yes, come with me and see your own family's Christmas on this day.
My own family? Humbug, I have no family.
You most certainly do, more than you know.
Oh, yes, this is one of my favorites. Gentlemen, shall we?
saw the ships come sailing in on Christmas Day, on Christmas Day. I saw the ships come sailing in on Christmas Day in the morning. And what was in those ships all three on Christmas Day, on Christmas Day? And what was in those ships all three on Christmas Day in the morning? The Virgin Mary and Christ were there on Christmas Day, on Christmas Day. The Virgin Mary and Christ were there on Christmas Day in the morning.
Oh, lady, stop up! We must not allow ourselves to be outdone with such reveling by the gentlemen.
On Christmas night, all Christians sing to hear the news the angels bring. On Christmas night, all Christians sing to hear the news the angels bring. News of great joy, news of great birth, news of our birth in King's birth.
Then why on earth should men be sad since our Redeemer made us glad? Then why on earth should men be sad since our Redeemer made us glad? When for our sins he set us free, to gain our liberty. All out of darkness we have light, which made the angels sing this night. All out of darkness we have light, which made the angels sing this night.
Glory to God and peace to men, now and forevermore. Amen.
My dear Virginia, please be so if you would sing us a little something.
Frank, really?
You must!
Like you to ever marry a toad like that.
My thoughts exactly.
It was the toad's charming good looks, of course, along with his kind and good nature.
She should have married for money. She'd have been much better off.
Oh, yes, but you see, Topper is right. I certainly don't deserve you, my dear.
Nonsense, enough of this foolish talk. It's time to play a game. Yes!
That's a capital idea. What shall we play?
I know. Let's play yes and no.
Oh, spirit! I used to be quite good at this game. I love it.
And please, permit me to begin, for I have a most delicious idea.
Well, on with it.
I am thinking of something which is neither vegetable or mineral, but rather animal.
Oh, I know. It's the big fat goose Virginia prepared for Christmas dinner. I must see it.
No, it has nothing whatsoever to do with Christmas.
Now, Topper, no clues. We must follow the rules. Only yes and no, that's all.
That's right, you fool.
Sorry. Asking, I shall answer only yes or no.
Is it a live animal?
Yes.
Is it studied?
Oh, yes.
Is it an animal ever killed in markets?
No.
No.
Is it a disagreeable animal?
Yes.
Does it grunt or growl?
Yes.
Does it walk about the streets?
Yes.
Of London?
Yes.
It's a bear.
Oh, Sarah?
No.
You fool.
Is it a cat?
No.
It's a dog. It's a dog.
Is it a dog?
Yes, I said it first.
Is it a pig?
No.
Does it talk?
Yes.
I know, I have it.
Well, tell us.
It's your Uncle Scrooge, Fred.
Yes, but Topper said it wasn't a bear. And he said
certainly is. Or at least I shall say he was when I saw him last yesterday. You see, I invited him to join us for Christmas dinner, and he was so disagreeable. He said that Christmas was a humbug. Imagine.
I have absolutely no tolerance for the man whatsoever, Fred. Every year you ask him to join us, and every year he insults you. What bother?
Well, whatever he is, dear, he will always be my mother's brother, and he is my family.
Was you're right as usual. Well, do not permit my attitude towards the man to change a generous and loving spirit.
It's still annoying.
You know, if he is so wealthy, then how can he be so cross? They say he has vast amounts of money.
Well, and so what of it? He won't do any good with it. He won't make himself comfortable with it, and he certainly doesn't have the satisfaction of knowing that he's ever going to benefit us with it. And still I feel sorry for him.
Sorry for him? Why?
Because his offenses bring upon him his own punishment. He suffers the most from the way he is, and always will. And so he gets it into his head to dislike us. And he won't join us for Christmas dinner. And the consequence? We have a wonderful time and a lovely evening without him. He may rile at Christmas until the day he dies, but he can't help but think better of it. I defy him. If he finds me going there year after year in good temper saying, "Uncle Scrooge, how are you?" I shook him a little yesterday, I could tell. He told me to keep Christmas in my own way. And so I shall, Uncle Scrooge, and so I shall. God bless Christmas, we need it, so heed it.
God bless Christmas, this is the very day. It won't bring us a scrap of gold, still we believe what we've been told, that Christmas does us good, and so we say. God bless Christmas anyway.
Spirit, must we go so soon? Spirit! Where are you? You cannot leave me here in the middle of the street without a word. Spirit, is your life so short?
My time on this globe is very brief. It ends tonight.
Tonight?
Tonight at midnight. Ha! The time is drawing near.
Spirit, forgive me if I'm mistaken, but I see something strange, not belonging to yourself, protruding from your skirts.
Look here, old man. Look here, look, down here.
Spirit, are they yours?
They are man's, and they cling to me, appealing from their fathers. This boy is ignorance, this girl is want. Beware them both, and all of their decree. But most of all, beware this boy, for on his brow I see that written, which is doom, unless the writing be erased.
What, are there no refuge, no resource?
Are there no prisons? Are there no workhouses? Are there no prisons? Are there no workhouses? Are there no prisons? Are there no workhouses?
No! Spirit, where are you going? Will you not answer me, Spirit? I'm in the presence of the ghost of Christmas yet to come. You ought to show me the things that have not yet happened, but will happen in the time before us. Is that so, Spirit? Ghost of the future, I fear you the most. as I know it is your purpose to do me good, and as I hope to live to become another man from what I was, I am prepared to follow, and do so with a thankful heart. Will you not speak to me? Yes, lead on, the night is waning fast, and it is precious time to me, I know. Lead on, spirit.
I don't know much about it either way. I only know he's dead.
So exactly when did he die?
Last night, I believe.
What was the matter with him? I thought he'd never die. What does he tell with this money?
I haven't heard. Left it to his company, perhaps. He hasn't left it to me. That's all.
Well, it's likely to be a very cheap funeral. Whereupon my life, I don't know anyone who will go to it. Let's say we make up a party and go together.
You suppose I'll be serving lunch? Because if I go, I must be fed.
Oh, you couldn't have met in a better place. We're all suitable to our calling, and we're well matched, eh?
Everyone has a right to take care of themselves. He did.
That's true indeed, no man more so.
Who's the worse for the loss of a few things like these? Not a dead man, I suppose.
Well, I'd say if you want to keep right for you, Sconce, what was he more natural in his lifetime? The had many beds that went to look after him when he was struck by death, instead of laying on his last bed, alone. It's the truest words that were ever spoken.
It's a judgment on him, that's what it is.
Well, yeah, for me, he's better off. He's so away! There are those who lead such sad lives filled with misery, pain, and woe. And there's those who lead such bad lives, spreading misery as they go. For the former at the funeral, we feel angry. But the latter's another matter. Only giddy sweet. Better off dead, better off gone, better off dead and moving on. Better off sick, better off cold, better off dead and growing old. The right to many people look about to Mrs. Said in the class of what you said. Better off dead.
There are those who love their brother and as well their fellow man.
And there's those who rob their mother, taking anything they can.
For the former we buy flowers, play of addicted to the grind.
But the latter's another matter. Let's go friends as we were. Better off dead, better off gone, better off done and moving on. Better off stiff, better off cold, better off dead and running low. I hope we find our place to lie his ugly head. Play with it with the worms, better off dead. Take a look at my bottle of Joe, let me know the value of it.
Oh, I want to see the grave diggers first. He was the last one to see the old man.
It's not much, these two robbed him blind by the time he got some money. Some seals, a pencil case, buttons off his sleeve. Oh, and his beautiful brooch.
Oh, that's not very valuable, I'm afraid.
How much?
10 and 6 and not a sixpence more.
Oh, you're in a stingy mood tonight.
Oh, you be quiet. You robbed his grave and now you're robbing me? Who's next?
Me! I've got cheap towels, silver spoons, silver sugar tongs, and look, boots!
What? Off his own feet?
Earwax! How much?
Oh, I always give the ladies too much. £2.
Is it all?
Oh, sure count. Take it or leave it.
Now my bottle of Joe.
What do you call this? Bed curtains? You don't mean to say you took them down, rings and all, with him lying there?
Why, yes I do, why not? Now look here, this shirt, the best he had, and I took it right off him.
Go back to Western Barbarian minute.
I'm losing my own shirt here tonight. You were born to make your fortune, and you certainly do at £3.
The end of it, you see? You've grind everyone away when he's alive. To profit us when he's dead!
I never thought he'd ever be a friend. But I have to say, in his own small way, he came through in the end. They're all dead, they're all gone, they're all done and moving on. They're all stiff, they're all cold, they're all dead and growing old.
I find it's rather funny where his cruel ways that he lived. I should like him all his way. Better off dead. Better off dead. Better off dead. Better off dead.
This is appalling! Have they no respect for the man? No never feelings at all, even at his death? Spirit, I see. I see. The case of this unhappy man might be my own. My life tends that way now. Spirit, this is a beautiful place. In leaving it, I will not leave its lesson. Trust me. Let us go. I understand you want me to look inside, but I cannot. I have not the power, Spirit. I have not the power. Please, if there's anyone in town that feels emotion caused by this man's death, show that person to me, Spirit. I beg of you.
Caroline!
Thomas!
Caroline!
Oh, Thomas, is it good or bad?
It's bad.
We are quite ruined.
Oh, no, there's still hope, Caroline.
Well, if you relent, there is. Nothing is past hope if such a miracle's happened.
He is far past relenting. He's dead. Yesterday, I went to see him to seek for a week's extension. I told you about the half-drunken woman who told me that he was sick.
Yes?
I thought it was a ruse to be rid of me, but that was quite true. He's not only sick, but dying at that very moment.
To who are death being transferred?
I don't know. But by that time, we will be ready with the money. And even if we were not, surely couldn't be anyone as merciless a creditor as he was. Oh, we shall sleep with light hearts tonight, Caroline.
Oh, Thomas, heaven forgive me, but it seems like a miracle.
Spirit, let me see some tenderness connected with the death. These dark shadows, which I have seen just now, will be forever present to me.
And to call the 12 and say unto them, if any man desire to be first in this
the same shall be last of all and servant of all. When he had taken the child, he set him in the midst of them.
That's enough for now, Peter. You better rest your eyes. Your father will be home soon. It seems time for him to be here.
Yes, we're past it, Mother. But I noticed that he seems to be walking a little slower these few last evenings, Mother.
Yes, but I've known him to walk with Tiny Tim on his shoulders very fast indeed.
So have I, Mother. So many times.
He was very light to carry, and your father loved him so it was no trouble. No trouble. Here he is. Come, darling, come and sit down. I have your tea ready.
Father, don't be grieved. Tim is in heaven, he's walking in Rome.
You went today then, Robert?
Yes, dear, I did. I wish you could have gone too. It would have done me good to see how green a place it is. But you'll see it often. I promised him we'd walk there on a Sunday. Oh, my little child. My little child. I must tell you who I saw today. Mr. Scrooge's nephew, Fred. I met him on the street. He said I looked just a little down, you know. When I told him about Tim, why, he is the most pleasantly spoken gentleman. He said he was heartily sorry for my loss, and heartily sorry for my good wife, Mrs. Cratchit. How he knew that, I will never know.
Knew what, dear?
Why, that you're a good wife, of course. I should hope so. Very well observed, my boy. Heartily sorry for your good wife, he said. If I can be of service to you in any way, he said, giving me his card, that's where I live. Pray come to me. Now, it's not for the sake of anything you might be able to do for us, so much as for his kind way. But this was quite delightful. It really seemed as if he had known our Tim and felt with us.
I'm sure he's a good soul.
Oh, he is. If you could have seen him and spoke to him like I did, you'd be sure of it. I shouldn't be at all surprised. He got Peter here a better situation.
Yes, then Peter will be keeping company with someone and setting up for himself.
So long.
Just as likely as not one of these days. But not for a while now, my dear. But however and whenever we do part from one another, I am sure that none of us shall forget poor Tiny Tim, shall we? For this first parting there was among us. As we remember Tiny Tim, every December think of him, and let not his memory ever fade away. He was so patient, good and kind. He led the way but walked behind. The light in our life that always shines so bright each day. So let us I am happy. I am very happy.
No, stop trying, Jim. Why? Why, that dear sweet boy. What is the meaning of all this? Spirit, I can sense that our parting moment is at hand. Show me what I shall be in days to come. Men's causes will foreshadow certain ends to which, if persevered, they must lead. But if these courses be departed from, the ends must change. Say it is thus with what you show me. Right man lay inside that coffin. Assure me that I may change these shadows which you have shown me through an altered life. I will honor Christmas in my heart and try to keep it over here. The spirits of all three, the past, the present, the future, they shall strive within me. I will not blot out the lessons they teach. No. Tell me I may smudge away the writing on the stone. Am I past all alone? Spirit, tell me. I'm alive. Oh, Jacob, dear Jacob. Oh, God, God in heaven be praised. I will honor Christmas in my heart and try to keep it all the year. No, I must say this on my knees. On my knees. On my knees. Oh God, my heart is broken. I've seen the evil darkness of my soul. spoken. Forgive my sinful ways, make me whole. On my knees, repenting that he never return again to selfishness and pride. On my knees, I promise to endeavor to let the Christmas spirit live inside. Heaven and the Christmas star be praised. No longer dead, my spirit has been for all my past. On my knees, to me I can't stop praying, for I believe this joy will always last. Joy unspeakable and full of glory. Love has come and changed my whole life story. Let the holy light of Christmas shine for all to see. There's a brand new me. I'm as light as a feather. I'm as happy as an angel. I'm as badly as a schoolboy. I'm as giddy as... Oh, Merry Christmas to all world. To everyone, a Happy New Year. Merry Christmas! Merry Christmas! Oh, what's this? This saucepan that the gruel was in. This is the door by which the ghost of drinking Marlin came through. Yes, and over there. Yes, this is where the ghost of Christmas present. He's up. Wait, what? I don't know what the heck a mountain is. I don't know anything. I'm quite a baby. Never mind. I don't care. I'd rather be a baby. The church bells. Hello, my boy. What's today?
What's that?
I say, what's today, my fine fellow?
Today? Why Christmas Day?
It's Christmas. I haven't missed it. The spirits have done it all overnight. Of course, they can do anything you like. Of course they can. Yes, hello, boy. Come here. Do you know the Pulsiers at the corner?
I sure hope I did.
Oh, an intelligent boy. A remarkable boy. Tell me, do you know if you saw the prize turkey that was hanging there? Not the little prize turkey, the big one.
Why the one as big as me?
Oh, a delightful boy. It's such a pleasure to talk to him. Yes, my buck.
It's hanging there now.
It is? Go and buy it.
Blimey.
Oh, no. Wait, I am in earnest. Go, buy it and tell him to bring it here that I may give him direction on where to sit it. Come back with the man, I will give you a shilling. Come back within less than 5 minutes, I will give you half a crown.
Yes, sir.
Right, boy, right. That's the Bob Cratchits. He don't know who's in it. It's twice the size of Tiny Tim. Merry Christmas morning. There's a life I've got to live. There are people I must go to. There are gifts that I must give. I have never felt so happy. I've never felt so free. It's a Merry Christmas morning. that I cannot wait to see.
I fear it may not be very pleasant for you. Allow me to ask your pardon, and will you have the goodness to...
Why, Lord bless me, my dear Mr. Scrooge, are you serious?
If you please, not a farthing less. A great many factors are included, I assure you.
My dear sir, I don't know what to say.
Don't say anything, please. Just come and see me. Will not see me.
I will.
Merry Christmas. Something on earth morning. It's a Merry Christmas morning. Sing dong down the sky. It's bright with heavens of glory.
It's over all too quickly, so we praise and glory.
It's me, your Uncle Scrooge. I've come to dinner. Will you let me in, Fred? God bless Christmas. I need it. I need it. God bless Christmas. This is the very day. It will bring me a scrap of gold. Now I believe what I've been told, that Christmas does me good, and so I sing. God bless Christmas anyway.
A family Christmas at home with me. Now that we're together, I know that you will see how wonderful, how beautiful a true Christmas can be. Let's make a memory, Christmas Day with our
Scrooge felt at home in 5 minutes. Nothing could be heartier. His niece was beautiful, just as he had seen in his dream. Topper looked the same when he came. So did everyone when they came. Wonderful party, wonderful games, wonderful family, wonderful happiness.
Scrooge was early at the office next morning. Oh, he was early there. If only he could be there first and get Bob Cratchit running late. That was the thing he had set his heart upon. And he did it. Yes, he did. The clock struck 9.
Very well, Mr. Cratchit.
No, Bob. 1/4 still no more. He was a full 18 minutes and a half behind his time.
That's it. What do you mean by coming in here this time of day?
I'm quite sorry, sir. I'm behind my time.
You most certainly are. Step right this way, if you please, sir.
It is only once a year, sir. It shall not be repeated. I was making rather merry yesterday, and it was the strangest thing. From out of nowhere, we were delivered this enormous turkey. I still have no idea who sent it. Maybe I never will.
Enough with your stories, sir. I'm not going to stand this sort of thing any longer. And therefore, I am about to raise your salary.
Please, sir, I beg of you, sir, I beg you. What did you say, sir? Did you say raise my salary?
Merry Christmas, Bob! And merrier on Christmas than I've given you for many a year. I will raise your salary and endeavor to assist you and your struggling family. We'll discuss your very affairs this afternoon over a Christmas bowl of hot bishop. So, make up the fire, buy another coal scuttle, and do so before you dot another I, Bob Cratchit.
Merry Christmas, thank you so much.
Merry Christmas, Bob.
Scrooge did it all, and infinitely more. And to Tiny Tim, who did not die, he was a second father.
He became as good a master, as good a man, and as good a friend as the good old city knew, or any other good old city, town, or borough in the good old world.
It was always said of him that he knew how to keep Christmas well, if any man alive possessed the knowledge. And may that be said of us, and all of us.
And so, as Tiny Tim observed,